record. Guess it didn't give me an option to record anywhere else. All right. We will go over this warm up. So to solve these, either one of them, and like I said, these are directly off of TSI, so we need to know how to do them. And if you didn't know how to do them, definitely I would put my phone away and I'd pay attention. So to do these problems, we will undo all of the operations. And the goal is to get the M all by itself. So for question number 1, we can't even get to the M plus 5 until we get rid of this square part. Does anybody know what the opposite or the inverse of squaring something is? Square root. Good job. So we will square root the 36. So when we do that, we'll get rid of the square part. Does anybody remember what the square root of 36 is? 6. So it's something times itself is what you're looking for. And the questions on TSI are all perfect squares. So it's usually taking the square root of 25, the square root of 49, the square root of 36, the square root of 16. They're all perfect squares, so they work out nicely. So the square root of 36 is 6. And then it's just a simple one-step equation. It says M plus 5 gives you 6. So we can subtract 5. What does M equal? 1, very good. And hopefully we all agree that actually wasn't that bad. I just don't know how to get started. Yeah, and it's Monday morning. The next one. I'm subtracting 5, so I can add 5. So I have 31 plus 5. So how do I get rid of that square? Square root, very good. So what is the square root of 36? So M equals 6. So you will finish that up, put your name on it, and go turn it in. When you turn it in, pick up the, which one is it? Pick up the little sheet. You're going to pick up the little half sheet. The one that looks like this. Does that say pause recording? Right there? Pause share, okay. Well. All right, you guys have your papers back. So the directions say, look in your assignment to find an example to show how do you change a decimal to a percent and how do you add fractions without a like denominator. So you even have words to help you. We wrote down notes and the directions for those 2 sections. So you're going to write down the words part, something like, to change a decimal to a percent, you blah, 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 blah. And then you're going to show an example that does that. You've got plenty of examples in those sections. You just have to pick one and write it down. Make sure you have your name on your paper, and then you will turn it in. Easy peasy. It's a really easy way to get a grade. Thank you, Finnan, for getting this done. And if you are unsure, ask somebody around you, hey, is this what you think it was asking me to do? Probably not living. For this exit ticket, which should have been a really easy grade for us. The first one was, how do you change a decimal to a percent? So how do you do it? Okay, you move the decimal to a percent. Yep. And then how do you add fractions without a like denominator? What do you got to do? You got to make them alike. You know, we got to make them alike, and then you can add them together. So if you didn't turn that in, please make sure that you do. It's a really easy grade. We're going to get started on this. It's meant to be an easy assignment. So what we're going to do is we're going to stand up and we're going to take our cell phone over to the back wall to the black calculators, and you're going to trade your phone for a black calculator. Don't worry, you're going to get it back. Why?
My phone is charging, miss, and it's like.
Okay, where's it at? Okay, come on, get up, go. So the first little set of directions, it says to use percent in a problem, you must first, so we got to turn the percent into a decimal. So we got to move the decimal how many places? Twice into the left. Very good. And so question number 1, it says, what is 50% of 60? So we can change that to 0.5. Very good. It's also asking what is half of 30. Finnan, please, can you close your Chromebook? It's a problem for me. Or you can put it on the bookshelf behind you. That would work too.
I have literally done most of the questions up there before you done.
That's okay. Please. I'm asking you very nicely. Please, please. There you go. Ah, you just opened it back. Come on.
Because I'm a troll.
It's not that hard. We're just going to do notes. And when we're done, I promise, I don't care if you're on your Chromebook when we're finished. Okay? We just got to get through it.
I literally did you.
Half of 60 is 30. I'm hoping you didn't need to type that in your calculator, but if you did, you get the same thing. If you look at question 2, it is 0.9 times 100. We don't really need a calculator, but even if you did type it into your calculator, what do you get? 90. I am going to give you, let's see. I'll give you 2 minutes for this section. So 2 minutes. 2 minutes. A minute and a half. Just get as many as you can. I'm going to give you time at the end of class that you'll be able to finish. Well, and what's worse is that the one for TSI, it's on the computer screen. That's tough.
What?
The same thing? Why am I getting the same thing over and over and over again? Aw, sweet boy. Yes, I was hoping that we would eventually get that that one is really simple. So finish up whichever one that you're working on. You should be almost finished with this section. And like I said, I will give you time at the end of class that you can come back and finish this section. It should be pretty simple. So for question number 4, Ty, what did you get for number 4? The same thing, right? Did anybody else get the same thing? And second guess? Yeah, it's not gonna change, not gonna change, not gonna change. So the second section says, find the tip. So when you tip somebody, well, I hope that you're tipping them with money, right? Yes. Yes, I hope you're tipping somebody with money. So somewhere around that, circle the word tip, and you need to give yourself a note that all of these answers need to have a dollar sign because they're money. If they don't have a dollar sign, you're taking off a point for every single one. That would be -6 points. Don't lose 6 points. Just put dollar signs on all your answers. So when it is money, we will put dollar signs. Also, when you do decimals for dollar signs, if it's just $5, you can do $5. That's fine for $5. If it's $5.20, you cannot do 5.2. That is incorrect for money. You have to do 5.20 for 520. You can't just leave off the 0. Okay, so money has 2 decimals unless it's just a whole dollar value. Okay, so we know how to write money. Finding tip, again, hint, change the percent by moving the decimal. 2 spaces is the same as the first section. Tip or percent always to change to a decimal is 2 spaces to the left. Okay, it's still percent. We're still moving percent. So for these, you set them up exactly the same. So the first one is 0.15 times 23. Type it in, tell me what you get. Mm-hmm. 345. That is what you get. 345 is just asking what is the tip. And so question number 10. You get 16.8 in your calculator, but you must add that other 0 because this is money. Okay, money has 2 decimals. This is money. So make sure you put a dollar sign and make sure you have 2 decimals. So I'm going to give you 2 minutes, see how far you can get on this one. If you get finished with it, you can always go back to the other section.
There's none.
These are little calculators.
They're small.
Mhm.
They're literally.
They are the size over there. I'm over here
They
pressing
are
two
size.
two
They are
numbers
size.
with one finger.
Mhm. You might have to use like the end of your pencil.
That's a good point.
Use your pinky.
My pinky is on two.
Use your pencil.
Yeah.
This is not an iPad.
Make it.
Somebody give me a pinky.
And please do not forget the $sign and 2 decimals. Yes, 2 decimal spaces if it's not a whole number answer.
Nope.
All right, brain break. We're halfway done with this worksheet. Stand up. I know, I was just gonna change it up. Are you wanting to work your eyes out?
Somebody catch me.
Finnan, this is why I told you close your Chromebook. I want you to participate. Please stand up. Please stand up.
No, there's no reason for me to stand. I'm just like that.
I'm not happy at you, Finnan. Sit down if you play an instrument.
Does it, hold on. I want
You
to
don't get
ask-
to play if you don't stand up. What do you play? Jeez, impressive. But do you play the didgeridoo? It'd be a lot cooler if you did. The didgeridoo, it's like this long thing and it's like, yes. It's like tones. Like, I feel like that's what it does. What do you play? Guitar.
I don't play anymore, but I used to play saxophone.
Okay. I in middle school played the flute. Because of that, I cannot whistle. I used to be able to whistle, and I guess because they make you position your mouth different, I suck at whistling. Can you whistle? I have to really,
I have this,
I can, but it takes a lot of effort to whistle. Like, I feel like most people can whistle, and it takes me a lot more effort. Sit down if you have a job.
I can probably walk.
It's good to have a job. It's good to make money. It's good to do those things. Because he got a job? Why? Oh, where do you work? He's making money.
What is bad about that?
He's making money. Sit down if you speak another language.
Not yet, but I'm in French.
I took French too.
Well, miss, you just have so much of that.
I know. What about you guys? None of these things? What do you speak? I think that's it. We're gonna sit.
You shall forever stand.
Maybe I should have this.
And I was thinking kids.
This is not gonna be a good one. Nobody's gonna be happy it's Monday.
Your man from the school.
Can y'all help me think of something that would make most everybody sit down, the rest of the people?
Sit down if
Sit down.
you listen to music. Yeah,
That's where somebody else was standing up.
if you breathe air.
Oh, that's a good one. I was trying to say if you're happy it's Monday, but nobody would sit down. Sit down if you hate Mondays.
I kind of like the grouchy.
That if you hate Mondays, yeah, we're all garbage.
Yeah, me too. I got an offer.
I was gonna hit your mother with Monday, so.
There you go. Sit down if you hate Mondays. All right, now we're gonna flip over to the back. The back is where we really struggle. So I'm glad we just reset our minds. We're ready back to learn. It says hint to determine the percent you are actually, or sorry, not hint to, it's just hint, determine the percent you're actually paying. Then move the decimal and multiply. So what we're doing is it says 15% discount on $23. This is also money. So you need to make sure that you put $sign. There are questions always on TSI and we really struggle with these. So here's the deal. Anytime you see the word discount, you should circle it because you work discount differently. When you are adding a tip, it's easy. You just multiply by the percent by moving the decimals. It's easy. When you are doing a discount, it's different. So let's say that discount different. Discount different. One more time, discount different. We remember things we say. So when you work a discount problem, it works differently. Okay, so if you have a discount, you have to do this part first. You have to do 100 minus whatever that discount is. So it's 100 minus 15. Discounts work differently. You have to do 100 minus 15 because it's a discount, right? We're taking away. Okay, we're not paying 100%. We're paying less than 100%. So we're taking something off. We're taking off 15. So what we're actually paying is 85%. That's the amount that we're paying. We're not paying 100%. We're paying 85% of whatever it is. So we'll take 85, we'll change it to a decimal, 0.85, and then multiply by 23. And this is only for a discount or like something's on sale. You do. This is how you find out how much that shirt costs. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. So what do you get? If you did it the other way and you multiplied by 0.15, you get a really small number that doesn't really make sense because if you're taking off 15%, yeah, it's on sale, so it's better than paying full price, but it's just a little bit off. So if it's originally 23, it needs to make sense. And so if it's originally 23, it should be a couple bucks off. So 1955, that makes sense. It's reasonable. So we're going to do the same thing for number 16. I see discount, so I do it differently. So I have to do 100 minus 20 first. I'm actually paying 80% of whatever it is. That's okay. You got a pencil. You can erase it. And let me know what you get. You get 67.2, but we're going to make it 6720 because money has 2 decimals. So I'm going to set the timer, give you 2 more minutes. What one? How much are you paying?
That's it.
Oh,
I'm trying to find out if this is correct. I'm trying to like, but not for like, yeah. I do beautiful my mom does. It looks like you scanned that twice. Imagine just being into that. Hold on. You just work this way.
or is that what you're thinking about the next section? That's why we're gonna practice.
No, I did wrong. See, look, I did wrong. That's me.
You should have almost finished that section. If you didn't, you're probably almost finished. So we're gonna move on to the very last section. And I'm sure that you guys are all sharing Ty's feeling. He said, ugh, I hate reading. Do y'all feel the same way? Good news, these are all one-step problems pretty much. And they're all a lot simpler than you think. All you have to do is read them. So this is a very common thing. So Ty already psyched himself out and he hasn't even read any of these. So he already told his brain, I don't want to do this. Maybe even I can't do this because I suck at word problems. But the truth is you can do them. You don't even give yourself a chance because you didn't even read them. So this first one, it says, Audrey is cooking muffins. The recipe calls for 7 cups of sugar. She already put in 2 cups. How many more cups does she need? That was easy, right? You didn't even give yourself a chance. And that was easy. So what I want to be able to get your credit for these word problems, because I want you to work them out. We have to get in the habit of giving yourself a chance. You have to read them. But I also want you to write down any of the things that you would put in the calculator. This one we could probably do in our head, but I want to see work so you get your full credit. I would want to see 7 minus 2 equals 5. Also, it says show your work for full credit. Not only that, you need to label. What does that mean? It means it's not just 5. Is it 5 cups? Exactly. So 5 cups, that's how you answer it. Easy. So the next one, your answer should be in fact, all down the right column, 22, 24, 26, it should be money. And that is your label. Make sure that you put money and that if it has decimals, you put the 2 decimals. And then it looks like 23, you're talking about cupcakes. So you should have some amount of cupcakes. For number 14, you're talking about snacks. So your answer needs to have snacks. So guess what? It is not even 10. And we get out of here at like 10:30. You have plenty of time to finish up this worksheet. We're going to grade it and you're done for today. When you're done, you can go put your calculator away and you can get your phone back. That's how I'll know when you're done. So there's some incentive. Can't get our phones back until we get done with our worksheet.
This one is a little bit. how do you say? Me too. Look. See, look, I'm just gonna get up and go. I'm not gonna do it.
Okay, I feel like 20 minutes is probably good for us to finish. All right, David said this is the easiest math I've ever done in my life. It is, and all you have to do is show up every day. You can easily finish your worksheet and you will be making A's and B's, no problem.
Unless you're somebody like me, you can't hardly-
Mhm.
What age is that?
7 more minutes. There's some good work going on. 7 more minutes and then we're gonna grade.
and each snack is around $1. I'm pretty sure. it should
Are
check
y'all on
out.
the last one?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, we need to get up and we need to go get a red pen so that we can grade our assignment.
Huh? No, that's cheese. I think cheese is cheese.
Are you gonna dip your pizza in milk? It's the same thing. But you drink milk, so you would think it would be your favorite.
Milk make you.
I think milk makes you poop.
No, I think I like it.
Some toothpaste don't even make.
No, I'm pretty sure every time. No, it's the difference in like maybe having diarrhea and not diarrhea, but poop, milk's gonna make you poop.
Exactly. And asthma problems, like, that stuff be making you break out.
Milk does me right. I started off with milk.
I see it like this. You eat bread, you make bread.
Yeah. We'll be
What
so
do you
healthy.
drink milk for? We go again, I was like, almond milk is just
We'd
better.
be so healthy.
I heard it makes your bones strong, like, that's pretty much it. What else can milk offer you? But it's still-
I say grocery drink your money.
Right.
That was
Oh my God, I forgot about him. I completely forgot about him. I was sitting in class like. Actually, that's funny. I'm like, we really don't. No, when I said my trophy, can't go wrong with Jesus, I was like, that like, what was that joke about?
Placenta?
The
The mom's supposed to eat that. No, the dad cuts the umbilical cord, but like there's a lot of vitamins and stuff in the placenta. I did not eat my placenta, but I'm not judging if people do. Maybe. It's supposed to be good stuff. All right, everybody should have a red pen. This is the time when we will grade our assignment. These problems are 3 points apiece. So with that being said, there's times when you may only take off partial credit. Let's say that you have math written and you did the things, but you missed a dollar sign. I'm not going to take off 3 points. I'm probably going to take off a point. You did all the math and then you got the decimals wrong. I'm not going to take off 3 points. I'm probably just going to take off 1 point. So it's totally up to you. It's your paper. But at the end, you'll take all those points and you'll subtract from 100. If you missed 13 points, it's 100 minus 13 and you give yourself an 87 on the front. You want to put your phone away? We're going to grade our assignment. Here you go. If you cannot read, you will get up and you will move to the front. So nobody needs their phones out. The only thing in your hand right now should be a red pen. When you are done, you will go turn it in and you will bring back my red pen. Oh, we did it together.
I'm feeling real confused, so. See, I knew that one. Come in handy. Just dessert one.
What have you what? Oh, I don't care. Can you find the answer?
Yeah.
You're grading it. We put boxes because it makes it easier for me to find, but if you're grading your paper, you know where to find it.
Crap. I get that right.
Please make sure you put a grade on the front. Turn in my red pen. And you are done for the day. Go put my calculators back.
We're just saying it. You let me know.
And you are done for the day.
What kind of joke is that? How's that even possible?
Looks like that I did it wrong, right? What's it supposed to be? You can, but we use them. I might hang on to them. So it looks like that question 22, I did it wrong, right? So what is it supposed to be? Is 98 what you normally get in math? Is that your typical grade? I feel like that 98 is pretty respectable. It's pretty good. So 22, what should the answer be? Finnan, you guys feel better about 22?
Yes,
Yes.
I just was really confused.
Thank you.
Turn it in. Do we turn it in now?
Yep. Please make sure that you turn in your assignment and give me back my red pen. Thank you, Logan. It must have a grade. You're welcome to throw them away, but we use them. So when we do our practice worksheet and I say, get your assignments to help you do the practice worksheets and you don't have them, I'm going to say, go find somebody that does have them. My advice to you for your papers that got passed back, that you keep them. Keep them, get a folder.
The math is wrong, but me doing it.